Hey everybody, welcome to this timeless tarot reading, What's Next? We're going to dive in with the tarot and an oracle deck and find out what may be happening next in your world. Stay tuned. This reading is for all signs. It is time-stamped. The timestamps are in the first pinned comment below. And this is a timeless reading, which means that the energies are applicable for whenever you come across this video on my channel. And if you find the content valuable, please do consider hitting the thumbs up button. It would really help out my channel, and the cat would be very appreciative. All right, let's get into your reading. All right, Aries, let's see what's next for you. We're going to start with this oracle deck, and then we will clarify it with the tarot. What's next for Aries? Aries. We have a soul group. You are getting ready to unite with members of your soul family. Wow. Okay, so there could be new associations coming in, new connections, members of your soul family. So if you've been feeling like you've been too much of a lone wolf lately, Aries, new and soulful connections are arriving, are on their way. All right, let's see what we need to know about that for you. Wow. All right, Aries, you are getting ready to unite with members of your soul family. 10 of Swords, 2 of Coins, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, so they could be arriving from whenever you're watching this, 2 weeks to 2 months. All right. There is something you're still kind of working through with this energy. You were previously with a group. 10s are sometimes about groups. You were previously with a group that didn't treat you right. This 10 of Swords. They were backstabbers. They took advantage of you. It was a very unbalanced relationship, whatever was going on. You were doing a lot of the giving and they were doing a lot of the taking. You held on to that situation until the very, very, very bitter end. And it was bitter. It was a bitter end. You may have only been coming out of that situation for a very short period of time. This 2 of Coins, like it's still pretty fresh. And you know, with this 2 of Coins, he has 1 foot off the ground. So it's like you're still trying to navigate and find your way forward coming out of this situation. So you were with a group of people that was not your soul group. It was a group of people that didn't get you, didn't appreciate you, and did all they could to take advantage of you. For whatever reason, you may have felt stuck there. You maybe didn't see a way out, depending on your personal situation. The thing here is you may be kind of caught up. I call this like the infinity loop. You may be kind of caught up in this thinking that this isn't ever going to shift, that you're always just going to be kind of, you know, caught between being alone or being with users, right? That is going to change for you. You got to just keep the faith and visualize this 2 of Wands here. Visualize what you want this new soul group to do for you. How do you want to participate in it? This is your energy with the Wands here. This is a gateway to a new situation. Your whole world can change as a result of these new groups of people, this new group of people coming in. This is a very nice card of optimism and hope. All right. So you will get that feeling back. Absolutely. And like I said, 2 weeks, I don't feel just in 2 days, 2 weeks to 2 months, your whole world can shift as a result of this. It's important for you to start visualizing and calling in what you want this group to be, the role they're going to play in your life, where you're going to fit in, the great things you're all going to do together, how you're going to participate, how you're going to change the world for the better, etc., and so on. So it's okay if you're still a little in this, in this 2 of Coins here. 2s are about waiting. All right. But I would say like you're making the shift between waiting and feeling kind of stuck Two of Coins, to waiting with optimism. And there is a difference. So this is very powerful, very good. Remember to always, when we're manifesting, to focus on what you want to create, not on what has already gone down. All right. So hold that vision. There is a gateway here. There is a new door that will be opening for you. There could be some new opportunity in business also connected with this soul group because of this Two of Wands as well. It may also take place on a travel, okay, where you really connect with people in that particular locale. And that connection could precipitate a move, could precipitate buying a second home there. I mean, whatever. So there's that possibility also for some of you. So very nice energies here. The right people are on their way. All right, Taurus, let's see what's next for you. What's next for the Taurus Bull Gang going on in their life? Oh, all right. Well, that fell out, so that made my life easier. We have soulmates. We have this relationship is a match made in heaven. Okay, so let's find out about that. Taurus, soulmate. Maybe you've just manifested someone in your life and you're wondering, what is this? Maybe this person is on their way. Let's find out. Soulmate. We have a Two of Wands and a Three of Swords and a Page of Wands. Okay. So what we have going on here, I think we do have in the heart of the matter a Three of Swords, and you could be hesitant. You could be slow in developing this new relationship, or it's slow in coming in. It could be here in about 2 months. All right. With this Two of Wands here, for some of you, maybe 2 weeks, but probably more like 2 months. Because there's still something unresolved in your heart, maybe about the most recent relationship. Maybe it could even be about something in your life that's preventing you from having the time to develop a relationship, because this can be something standing in the way, the one that's in the middle here. So it can be a block. It could be a mental block about self-esteem or worthiness. It could be a block of, oh, I got to just work all the time. It could be a block of, some relative standing in your way, telling you that, you can't have a relationship because you got to do this, that, and the other thing. Whatever the case may be. So you will, this relationship, you will take baby steps toward it when it comes in. And I would encourage you, if you are kind of feeling ready, but there's still maybe some residual Three of Swords energy, if you feel like you want to get out there again in the dating world, take small steps forward. The Page of Wands here. We have 2 cards here of moving. Well, Two of Wands doesn't go anywhere. They just stand there with the world in their hand trying to figure things out. So in that sense, you are looking at whatever this is, whatever went down. By the same token, the Page of Wands is looking at whatever went down. So he will proceed cautiously, but he will still proceed. All right. So I would say don't let your past hold you back here, because this energy is coming out, because you've clicked on this video and you're getting this message. I feel like it is a divine message for you to consider. Remember, everything is about free will and choice. These readings bring options, bring things to think about, bring up questions. So what this is saying to me is start with some baby steps toward, maybe setting up an online dating profile, maybe going out a little bit more than you're used to with friends, to places where there would be people you could meet. Things like that. Start small. The momentum will build. This seems like somebody is on their way for you. Now, if you've already recently manifested somebody, what this is saying to me is either you or the other person are still dealing with a residual issue, right? Be a little cautious. Maybe there's some sort of rebound thing going on. That's possible. I'm not saying that is for sure, because we're only pulling 3 cards, but just, you know, don't leap in with both feet. Be a little cautious. It's fine. You know, and you'll see what it's all about. It seems like it's going to move in a positive direction with the page. It seems like there will be forward momentum, and it will move at a good pace that, you know, nobody's going to feel overwhelmed or feel, you know, anxious or whatever. But just know that you or the other person could be still like fresh out of a divorce, fresh out of a breakup. And it just takes time to get over that. It doesn't mean that that connection isn't, you know, good for you, but take the time to figure that out. All right, Gemini, let's see what's next for you on your horizon. Gemini, what is next? So what is next that you'll be dealing with? What is next, Gemini? Ooh, we have Source. Your connection to Source is the light and love that shines through you and leads the way. Wow, isn't that gorgeous? So you are going to be powerfully connected to Source energy, which means that you're going to get amazing downloads. You are going to be able to manifest like that. And you're going to be inspiring and shining your light for other people and being a leader. Shines through you and leads the way. So, wow, this is like, I feel like just total, like, amazing alignment for you, Gemini. All right, let's see what we need to know about that for you. Wow. All right, Gemini. Wow. 6 of Wands, the Fool, gorgeous, and the Magician. Wow. Oh, I'm getting chills down my legs, Gemini. Okay. So within a month to 6 weeks, okay, so to 4 to 6 weeks, this connection to Source is going to have you manifesting some sort of gorgeous new beginning for yourself with the Fool here. And this new beginning could be one in which you're high visibility, as I like to say with the 6 of Wands, where you're in charge in some way, you're inspiring and leading a group of people. You could also be gaining some sort of award for whatever you are good at. All right. So, but Magician is really a very powerful creative energy also. So this Source could also be connecting you with a brand new idea that could lead to victory, even maybe in about 6 months. That's possible also, depending on, you know, your personal situation. So, wow. Wow. This is the thing, though. This is the key to this energy. It is the Fool that is in the middle. This is lighthearted, carefree, curious, which Geminis are very curious, exploratory. I just want to see what's out there. I want to explore. I want to be free to be myself, travel lightly on my journey because nothing's weighing me down. So if we're talking about, like, you know, creative ideas and manifesting, when we have that lightness of spirit and lightness of being, and we're not weighed down by our, you know, negative thoughts and our baggage and all of that, we do manifest a lot easier. So the key to this is to really tap into that Fool energy of optimism and positive expectation and enjoying the journey of your life. The joy of being alive. That is the Fool. So, and then the Magician, which is the joy of creation and self-empowerment. So all of this is saying is you tap into this with your Source, your connection to Source, which will help you do that. We strengthen our connection with Source when we are in this zone. And the result is a gorgeous 6 of Wands moment for you. So this is fantastic. Gorgeous energy here, Gemini. All right, Cancer, let's see what's next for you. What do the Cancers need to know? What's next on their horizon? Oops. Cancers. Ooh, what we have here? We have Seeker of Truth. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. Okay. You can feel, yes, because you are the Cancer. You can feel things before they're evident to the naked eye. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. What is that hidden truth? You're going to be finding it out. You're going to be a psychic detective seeking the truth. Cancer, you can feel the hidden truth. 6 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Wow, and the 6 of Swords. Okay. The hidden truth behind your circumstances. All right, you may have been approaching something from a very innocent standpoint. So there could be a connection in your life is what I am feeling. Now, it's a general reading, so apply the energies to your life in terms of what that connection is. It could be romantic. It could be with a friendship. It could be something else. But there was the joy of innocence that I feel like you had because it's the Cups coming out here, which is your energy. And this is the 6 of Cups, which is end of June. So my Cancers, particularly you were born at the end of June, you know, this could be especially relevant to you. This could be a childhood friendship even. So something went wrong, but it may not have been evident on the surface because remember, we're clarifying this card. You can feel the hidden truth. So the hidden truth is that 5 of Swords. Somebody did not have the same intentions as you did. They could have been gossiping behind your back. They could have started some sort of argument in order to piss you off so that the relationship would end. 6 of Swords. So they didn't have to be the bad guy, that you were the bad guy, right? You were the one who said, you know, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, so that they, you know, could abdicate their responsibility. So there could have been something like that going on. I don't feel like you did the 5 of Swords. I think you're going to do the 6 of Swords because we have the 2 6s here. All right. But you felt the anger. You felt the envy. You felt their lack of goodwill toward you. That's what you're feeling, the vibe of a 5 of Swords. 5s are unsettled energy. You're feeling like something mentally, like the way they've been communicating or not communicating or whatever, because swords are communication, has been off. And as you tune into that, you're like, what the heck is going on? And if you dig deeper, you'll realize that they did not have the same feelings as you did with the 6 of Cups. Or they changed over time, you know, especially if we're looking at this as some sort of connection, maybe from a long time ago. I mean, even childhood friends, they can grow apart, you know, the season, reason, lifetime thing, right? People are in our life for a certain season, reason, lifetime. You tend to keep people a long time in your life, but maybe that other person opted out and they opted out mentally and this can be a little bit, 5 of Swords can be cruel sometimes. So they could have been making cutting remarks and things like that. And, you know, you're still hopeful and looking for the good in them, but it's not there. So I think you're going to make the decision. The seeker of truth is that you are going to move on. You're going to make the decision that I've had enough with this. You don't want to have these troubled waters in your life, right? It's not worth it. You try to keep your life on an even keel because you do feel so deeply. So it's good if you can try to, you know, minimize stressful emotional situations because they do tend to affect you quite a bit. You're ruled by the moon. I mean, you know, it's okay. So I think you're going to make the decision, you know, to move on from this particular association. And you know, the way you do it is like this card. You do it silently. You're not going to make some big pronouncement or have a conversation with them. You're just going to silently go on your way, and the drawbridge will go up behind you and they won't be able to cross over and get into your world anymore. That's how you operate, Cancer. So I feel like, yeah, the seeker of truth, you're going to find out the truth about this 6 of Cups situation and act accordingly. All right, Leo, let's see what's next for you. What's next for the Leos? What will be going on for the Leos? What's next? We have angel numbers. Ooh, pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver a message. All right, so angel numbers like 1111, 555, 333, etc., and so on. So this is, of course, the sign that they're going to be delivering is going to be individual to each Leo out there, but this is like be on the alert, Leo. An important message from your angels is trying to come through. Let's see if we can get a sense of what that message might be about. Leo's angel numbers: 5 of Swords and the Page of Swords and the 3 of Wands. Okay, so what this is likely to be is some sort of message coming through about a very important goal that you're trying to manifest, that you've been working on, I would say, for the last 3 months. I feel like this message is likely to come through some sort of written means from the angels. So it's probably going to be something you're going to see, like a billboard, a license plate, like something, a book falling on the floor in front of you and opening to a page. Like, that really does happen to people. You know, something like that. You go in the ladies' restroom and you see something written on the wall there. You know, I mean, you know, whatever it might be, graffiti. I mean, something written, I feel, is going to be the message, is how they're going to deliver the message. And the purpose of the message is to give you hope and optimism and not feel defeated. Your vision of whatever this goal is that you have been working on, this dream you have, is very close to coming true. The 3 of Wands. You have to stay optimistic. That's the message that's going to come through. It's going to affirm to you of staying optimistic and, you know, keep the focus on what you want to have manifest. So it's going to be very reassuring, very uplifting that you're this close, and don't give up before the miracle happens. That is what I feel. 5 of Swords for me is daytime anxiety energy. So, you know, but it can be very defeatist. It depends on like who you identify with here in the card. So the storm clouds are clearing. They are clearing. Even here, like the clouds are clearing, the message will come, and then we're going to have the bright sunny day over here. So going to be very, very affirming for you. So pay attention also what number comes in. There may be a number associated with the message, and not necessarily an angel number you may recognize right away. Like a lot of people were familiar with 1111, 555, that type of thing. So pay attention to the numbers that arrive with the message, right before the message, or right after the message, because I still think the message is going to come in some sort of, like I said, graffiti, written form. It could be even skywriting somewhere, you know, whatever it might be. All right, but pay attention to any number that's like associated very closely in time with that message as well. You might want to Google that number and see what additional, you know, lots of people write about angel numbers online. So they'll give you, you know, additional insight in terms of what that number might also mean for you. But I feel like you're this close, Leo, to having this manifestation happen for you. All right, Virgo, let's see what's next for you. What is next for the Virgos? What do they need to know? What's next, Virgo? All right. I want one. I'll take this one. All right, what do we have? We have rejoicing. Oh, gorgeous. You have learned how to make the most out of life. All right, so yes, you have. Everything is a metaphor here for me, so it seems like there is going to be some sort of celebration, something you're going to be very happy about. So let's see if we can find out what that might be. Virgo, rejoicing. Rejoicing. Virgos. Virgos are rejoicing. Queen of Swords, the Sun, and the 9 of Swords. Okay. What a beautiful card to have come out, the Sun card. What you're going to be rejoicing about is something related to Leo matters. So anything to do with the heart, anything to do with the 5th house, love, romance, creativity, children, entrepreneurialism, taking a risk, travel is also associated with this card, the birth of the new, really a lot of beautiful creative energy. So I think what's going to happen here in terms of rejoicing is you're going to be able to really center in your heart space and absolutely feel your whole body just vibrating with this joy, which is going to heal a lot of how you get stuck in your mind, right? This Nine of Swords, this Queen of Swords. Now, that's not a criticism. Every sign has, issues. You're ruled by Mercury. You get stuck in your head. I mean, it happens. You and Gemini, both. So, what I feel is going on here is that you're going to have some sort of relief from something that may have been blown out of proportion, but also it could have been a nightmare. There could have been something that really was causing you a lot of stress and anxiety. I call this my nighttime anxiety card. Queen of Swords energy can sometimes be very, very cold and aloof. And, kind of, you see with her hand here, she's kind of like, talk to the hand. So what I feel here is that this energy of being aloof, feeling like you have to kind of really protect yourself and not allow yourself to feel deeply about whatever has been going on in your life. There is beautiful healing here. There is the sun coming out. This is the best card in the tarot, right? This is the sun that heals everything. So you will be happy and joyous when the sun comes out and heals whatever this energy is that has made you feel cold, cut off, aloof, stressed out, etc. Right? No matter what it is going on in your life. So this could also be that the reality of the situation is not as bad. Also, it's possible, not as bad as what you think. So be careful what you feed your mind, the thoughts you are feeding your mind. All right. But I think that the outcome of what you'd like to have happen with the situation that's causing you anxiety is going to be better than expected and is likely to be something that is going to make you rejoice. All right, Libras, let's see what's next for you. Libras, what is next? Libras. Oh, these cards are very hard to shuffle. Libras, what's next? Career transition. Your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. Okay, so your soul's yearning for that. Maybe you are exploring what that's going to be for you next. Passion and purpose. All right, let's see what we need to know about that for you, Libra. That will be the focus next for you. Career transition. That's what's next. Libras. Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. So we have a Queen of Pentacles here, which can be about naturally how you earn your money and, having something maybe fall in your lap. So it could be that whatever you're doing right now, because we're asking about the transition, whatever you're doing right now just kind of fell in your lap. You just did it. You're good at it. The Queen of Pentacles, like you're good at it. You're definitely making money at it. But is it spiritually satisfying? Is it answering the highest call that you feel called to do in terms of using your talents and skills and capabilities? There could be something here. Seven of Swords can be a strategy card. It sometimes can be lying, as we know, but it can also sometimes be lying to yourself. So are you telling yourself Fibonacci's, as I like to call them, about what you truly need? Like you may be making money at something, like I said, that fell in your lap, but the passion and purpose isn't there. That connection that really is tied in with our life and spiritual purpose with this Temperance card. So you got to get real and honest with yourself. Tarot is always about asking questions, getting us to look within and, think about our lives and make changes. It's not about telling people what to do. So you may be dipping a toe. I love the Temperance card. You may be dipping a toe in exploring some new career waters, so to speak. So maybe you decide to start a little bit of a side hustle, or maybe you decide, before you totally transition into something else, you may ask around, ask some of your friends, who maybe do something that you really enjoy, would like to do. How is it? How do you earn your money? What do you do? That type of thing. I'm getting like career shadowing, where you go and you shadow somebody and you find out, like look over their shoulder. What do you do every day? What is it truly like? That type of thing. So there could be something like that going on. I think too here with this looking over your shoulder, I feel like you don't want to be looking over your shoulder at your past and having a lot of regrets. So if this is really resonating for you, and it is a general reading, so it just depends. This is really a time to delve into the Temperance energy of what would this change look like for you in terms of spiritually, what would this change look like for you? It's not so much about the money, which, as I like to say, yes, we all need money to live. I'm not disputing that. But the passion and purpose issue, that is the key here. There could be a Sagittarian involved in helping you navigate this situation. Sagittarius is your third house of communications. So this career transition may have something to do with writing, speaking, teaching, networking, sales, communications. It may be really important for you to sit down with a career counselor, or like I said, shadow a friend or talk to some friends, whatever the case may be, to really help make this change get underway. This is the key also, to really, really be honest with yourself. And, when we try to run away from what our spirit is kind of calling us to do, that is often when we get in trouble, as I like to say. You can use your imagination on that. When we are running away from something and we are not really facing it and embracing it, something that is what we're supposed to be doing because we're feeling the pull to do it, we distract ourselves with things usually that are not good for us. So that's another thing to think about as you think about these energies, Libra. All right, Scorpio, what's next for you? Let's find out what's next for Scorpio. What's next? What's next? Do we have some restlessness? Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. Well, this is an appropriate card for you, right? With the waters and your water sign. Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. Why are you restless? What is going on, Scorpio? Let's find out. Let's dive in with the tarot. You've got to find a way to calm the waters of your mind. Let's see. The Lovers, the Sun, and the Two of Swords. Wow. Okay. So you could be feeling antsy. You need to calm the waters of your mind because maybe there's something going on with making a choice, lovers, about your career. This is Leo, 10th house, career energy. So there could be something with that. You could be trying to make a choice about something to do with love, romance, creativity, children, something like that. You could feel very restless right now because you really want to manifest a soulmate relationship in your life, and it hasn't been happening. Or you're wondering, you're feeling restless because you're really not sure where you stand with someone. I feel like if there is already a relationship that's important to you, you feel like this, but you don't know how they feel. And that's making you antsy. All right, so that's possible also with this energy. Like you're in this 110%. And we know, Scorpio, when you love hard. And, when love goes, you crash very deeply also. So for you to have this type of feelings for somebody in your life. I mean, look at these major arcanas and not know if that is being reciprocated. Whoa, that I could see where that would be really making you feel very restless, very antsy. So you could be in the dark about this particular relationship. Like I said, I don't think you're in the dark about your feelings. So you've got to find a way to calm the waters of your mind. This may take about 2 weeks, I feel. 2 weeks to shift from when you're watching this. We have a new moon here. This is like right after the new. So it's probably going to be right around the full moon. So depending again on when you're watching this, get the moon calendar and time when this is going to be for you. So it could be about, like I said, it could be 2 days after a new moon. That's possible. But the new moon and new moons we are often in the dark, and it is the full moon that brings the illumination. So that's why I'm saying, depending on, it is a general reading. It could be that you're gonna get the seed planted and know what's going on with this right after, a couple days after the new moon, or in about 2 weeks at the full moon time. Your feelings are burning bright here, whatever is going on. This is high passion. And as I said, you could be feeling restless because you don't have an outlet for that passion either. Like maybe you're just really in a place where you are totally ready for this type of connection and relationship, but there is not an outlet. There is not a person there for it. It could also be that you have been heavily invested in some sort of creative project, especially concerning your career. And maybe you've put it out there, like if you wrote a book or you did a screenplay or you did something else creatively. And you're in the dark about the reception, like an editor's reading your book, or a studio is maybe, are they optioning your film script or not? That type of thing. So you're waiting on news about it, and that's why you're antsy. So that's another possibility here. So sit tight. The answer is coming. Remember, what we focus on expands. So I think the key here is to keep feeling that strong passion that you have for it. You are one of the most magnetic manifestors, Scorpio, with your feelings. So if you can really stay in that high vibration energy, despite feeling like you're in the dark, you, through the power of that will, can manifest a positive outcome. All right, Sagittarius, let's see. What's next for you? What do we need to know in the Sagittarian world? What's next? Ariel's concentrating. What's next for the Saggies? We have an awakening. Ooh, gorgeous. You are no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. No, you're not. You're saying no more of that. All right, so you're having a very powerful awakening. You're no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. All right, let's see what we need to know about that for you, Sagittarius. Let's find out. All right, Saggies. Knight of Swords. Oh, you are ready to defend yourself. And the Four of Swords. The Mouse that Roared. And the Nine of Cups. Okay. So you're coming fast and furious out of hiding. Four of Swords. All right, Knight of Swords here. They're not going to see you coming. They think that you're just going to lie down and keep taking it like you have been taking it, maybe for the last 4 months to 4 years. So whoever this person is or persons, these people dictating and running your life for you, they think they're going to keep being able to do that. No. All right. So you're going to be defending yourself very well. So what I would suggest, what I'm kind of getting the vibe is to practice the art of verbal self-defense is what I feel with this Knight of Swords here. They're gonna come at you again. They're gonna come at you. I'm gonna read this Knight of Swords 2 ways, that you're gonna be able to defend yourself, but they're also gonna come at you both ways here. And they're expecting this response from you, but you're gonna be very proud of yourself, 9 of Cups, and very happy with the result of you standing up for yourself. So this is fabulous. Really check. There is a book called I think it's like The Gentle Art of Verbal Self-Defense, something like that. Check out that book. That may be of some sort of help. The other thing with the Nine of Cups, it's an appetite card. So once you really start doing this for yourself, like really putting people in their place, you're going to have an appetite for more of that. You're going to be like unstoppable, Sag. These people are not going to walk all over you ever again. And you could get a little feisty. I'm just going to, because you're Sag. You're going to get maybe a little feisty. Just kind of make sure that feistiness is directed to the right people. Like don't misdirect it to the cashier at the supermarket or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, keep the focus on those people who are trying to dictate to you. And you're going to like the results. You're going to really like the results. You are going to stand up for yourself. You're going to realize that, you got to take care of yourself. And there's great joy when we do that, when we draw those boundaries. So excellent energy here. Capricorn, let's see what is next for you. Capricorns, what do we need to know for the Capricorns? What is next for you? Oh, we have some fear. Okay, your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life you deserve. Okay. Well, you're ruled by Saturn, and Saturn sometimes does put fear in our bones, right? Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life you deserve. All right, let's look at that and see what we need to know about it. So maybe you can make a decision to shift it. Capricorn. Let's find out. Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Two of Swords. You are rationalizing not moving forward. Okay? You're absolutely rationalizing it. This Queen of Swords, this Ten of Wands, look how this person cannot see in front of their face. All right? So this can be a burden card, absolutely. But it's a burden of our own choosing. We have picked up that bundle, that was good, bundle of sticks. Why are we carrying? We can barely carry it here. Look, this person's bent over, like it's weighing this person down, but they're holding on to it. They somehow chose to pick it up. So sometimes, Capricorns are overly responsible. We make a decision and it's like, we feel like we have to stick with it until, we're falling down and the world's a catastrophe or something. You don't. You can let go of this. But it's the fear. And the fear is the mind game. Fear is a mind game. So I think you're rationalizing staying in some sort of situation that keeps you stuck because you're scared of what will happen. Will the world fall apart if you let this thing go? So the Two of Swords is interesting energy because she can't see outside externally. He can't see either in front of his face. All right. And she can't see in front of her face. And then you have the fear factor, the mind game running the show over here. This can also be like internal critic scripts running in one's head. She's feeling very self-defensive. She's not looking what's in her heart. She's staying stuck in her head. She's not seeing the outward possibilities. She's not acknowledging and seeing how she could shift this energy. This can be stuck on the horns of a dilemma, as I like to call it. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. But that really is kind of black and white thinking, which is not optimal. So it could be, well, I can't give up this job. I can't give up this relationship. I can't give up this house, whatever, because of blah, blah, blah. Or if I do, it'll be a disaster, right? There's like no middle ground. So it's important for you to find the way forward. That's a middle ground, I think. This is like kind of either or thinking that you're getting stuck in here. and a lot of just internal critical scripts running the show that also maybe you don't deserve something different or better, that you're supposed to suffer. I mean, Capricorns get that a lot, especially in childhood, because oftentimes Capricorns are young adults. They have to grow up very fast. People with Capricorn in their chart, sun, moon, rising, we are often having to take care of younger siblings, or we end up having to take care of ourselves from a very early age. We don't get usually the nurturing, or we have a lot of responsibility heaped on our shoulders very young. I mean, it's very typical for Capricorn to go through that. So there could be something even from, that holdover time period in our life that, it gives that energy of, I just have to grin and bear it. I don't have an option. So, after a while, you can get numb to carrying this also. It just becomes a part of you almost. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's like attached to this person. So it's really important to take off the blindfold, to uncross your arms and use this sword to cut yourself free from this burden. And it's probably a burden from the past. Like I said, may have something to do with an air sign parent. That's possible. But since we have the air showing up and we have the 2 here of air, which is Aquarius, your second house of money, this may indeed, the fear could be, somehow I am going to end up in the poorhouse, or I won't have the funds, or I can't leave this cushy corporate job because blah, blah, blah. Well, again, it's like you're making that into an either or situation. So really look at that for you. I mean, are you really going to perish if you leave that job to do something else that's more aligned for you? That, as it says here, the life that you deserve. Tarot's about bringing up questions, helping you to think about your life. So think about all of these things, Capricorn. Look at where this fear is coming from. Because sometimes, who would you be without this burden? Sometimes it's easier to just work and carry this heavy burden than really take a look at yourself internally and make some changes and decisions that scare you. So these are all things to think about. All right, Aquarius, what's next for you? Let's find out what's next. Aquarius, what's next? We have reconciliation. This relationship, friendship, or partnership can be saved. Okay. All right, so let's see what we need to know about that for you. This relationship, friendship, or partnership can be saved. All right, let's see. Aquarius, what do we need to know about this? The Sun, beautiful. And the 10 of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, all right. All right, this is what I feel about this. It's going to take some time. It could take up to a year. All right, for this to be saved. Now, remember, it's a general reading. There was a lot of love and joy and goodwill and connection. This relationship could go back to childhood. This could involve some sort of course, romance, love relationship. This could be something to do with your children, a child, absolutely. But something really kind of bad went down. 10 of Swords. Somebody really betrayed somebody. Now, it could have been both of you just did a number on each other. That's possible here. But somebody really took it to a level that was very egregious. I mean, it was deep wounds. This person feels like they cannot ever recover from this. So who's ever feeling this way, and it could be both of you, it's very possible. There does need to be the dawn of a new day before this can heal and shift. That's why I'm saying probably about a year. I like the Ace of Pentacles here because what this is saying to me is that these roots of this relationship, because look at all the flowers, of course. This is a card of, summer, gardening, harvest. That's what we think of with this energy. The roots are still there, of the good roots, the good connection, the good feelings. It's just that a lot of stuff went down. Those roots possibly could regrow with the Ace of Coins here. Somebody is probably going to have to reach out to somebody else and be the bigger person with this Ace of Coins. Coins for me are about self-esteem. So, depending on who it is, it's probably going to be you, because we're doing this reading for you. But if you extend the hand in the right timing, the timing is key with this. And it may not be when you watch this video. It may be a year from when you watch this video. Just apply the timing to your life. You're going to offer it from a sense of being healed from this. Healed as best you can. From a sense of, I lived through that. I lived to tell the tale. I feel healed. I feel better. I feel complete. I feel whole and good. I can be the bigger person and reach out to this person. Now, this, of course, depends on your personal situation. I'm not saying you should reach out to somebody who did you really wrong and really abused you and hurt you and, whatever. No, remember, apply this to your life. It depends on your situation. But I do feel like what this is saying to me is that something could grow again. Could is the operative word. This person may turn down the offer to reconnect. It's possible, but you're not going to know until you try. So just depends. But if you're going through this situation, give it time. That is the key. Give it enough time to let the roots regenerate, to let yourself heal, to let yourself feel whole again. All right. All right, Pisces, let's see what is next for you. Pisces, what's next? Whoop, that flipped right over. Okay. We have parting ways. It may be time to move on from this person or situation. All right, let's see what we need to know about that for you, Pisces. Remember, it's a person or a situation. It may be time to do that. Pisces. Judgment and the 7 of Coins and the 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is done. Whatever this is in your life, it is done. You probably haven't quite reached that decision yet. You're probably still in the 7 of Coins mulling over phase. You feel like there's more potential, but you have been hanging in there to see if there would be more potential with this, if it would grow deeper roots, if it would grow more, if it would grow more in finances, if it would grow more in commitment, if it would grow more in love, whatever. It seems like it's become perhaps also a heavy price to pay to be in this situation that isn't really going anywhere. It's not evolving. You may not see yet what you're going to do, but you are going to make the judgment call. All right. And it's probably going to be parting ways. Now, this doesn't have to be dramatic, traumatic, etc. It can just be, hey, I got to go do this. You got to go do that. Whatever. Right. So there is a sense here. I would say probably within 20 days of watching this video, I think you're going to kind of be on the fence with this for a little while. It's not always easy for a Pisces, and I say this with love. I have a Pisces Venus. It's not always easy for Pisces to be a bad guy and make a decision and leave somebody. Can you do it? Of course you can. But it's like you do always give people like the benefit of the doubt. You kind of wait, you see what, so unless, you have something else going on in your chart, you usually don't just boom, amputate people the way a Scorpio would, right? Amputate a relationship or a situation. You do kind of keep seeing. So I think you're going to keep seeing for a little while, or you're not being able to see, right, in front of you, not really knowing how to shift this, but you are looking at the fact that it's not really producing the results that you want. So the 20th of the month also. Now, if you're watching this on the 20th of the month, maybe you're going to make the decision after watching this video, right? But it also could be if you're watching it on the 24th of this month, the 20th of the next month will be the key of making the decision. So, you know, plan the timing accordingly, but it is coming, and it'll breathe some new life into your world also by letting this thing go. Especially like with finances, since this is emphasized here with the Pentacles, this could indeed have something to do with a work situation or some other sort of financial commitment decision, you know, something going on there. It's just not worth it anymore to you financially to keep investing in something. I mean, that's another way to look at it. So it's time. Sorry, a little bug flying around here. So it really is time to part ways with a situation that is not giving you results. That's really it. And something better will come. And it could be too, for some of you, with this angel here and this announcement card, something better arrives, and that enables you to part ways with the person or situation. That sometimes happens also. It's amazing what can happen when the arrival of something amazing comes in our lives, how we're quick to get rid of other things we don't align with anymore. So that's possible also. So thank you so much for joining me for your What's Next Timeless Tarot reading. If you like this reading, please do consider giving it that thumbs up. It would really help out the channel. And leave me a comment and let me know what's going on with you with these energies. I love you guys. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.